Hello, Ice here, Can of Wormholes. Last time, felt like we didn't have much success, but apparently 5% of the game was beaten. Um, anyway, I want to go back and look at this one again, but if I don't figure anything out, I'll probably just cut past this whole segment. Only I had a way to separate them after doing that move. And pushing one of them up farther would let me separate them, but then it's stuck. Oh, but wait. I could have just pushed this over here to begin with. Why don't I like this? Good question. What was the insight about? The insight had me pushing them both together. Anyway, got them. It took like 7 minutes, or rather, we're 8 minutes in now. All right. So this, I did solve that one. I used the insight, but I solved it. Okay, the ring also turns red. I don't have to necessarily look for the rune. All right. What do we got here? Let's see, how many of the orbs do I need? Oops. It's like 4, which is all of them. But if I just push this through here, I lose my orb. And there are also issues associated with getting out of there. Well, actually, I think I can just, yeah, crawl around there. So if I could get down there and already have eaten the other orb, would be fine. It's almost like I'd need to get around here, but I don't have the length. I guess maybe I meant to do this. Does this get me around? No. What about... I was able to eat the first one using that technique we found out about last time where you can wrap yourself around a thing. Oh, maybe that one length actually... I think this path over here is shorter. Yeah, now I can push it one to the right, which lets me get there. And now I can fit around here. Oop. Alright. So that was just about messing around with the new mechanics some more. Okay, looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to push something else in. None of them really make the right shape, though. I mean, they're the angled ones up here and up here. But if I were to put those in, then they would cut off this square or this square. Also, they're totally stuck where they are. They mostly seem to limit our ability to poke into here. Oh. There we are. Oh wait, we're always... By the time I grab the thing... What if I do this side first? And I can't reach that, right. So this side has this down here, so I can back up any arbitrary length. But the other side is more constrained. Not sure how that helps, but I did it. Alright, he can't escape here, but... Is there anything else to figure out? Oh! I think what I need is to use the pushable things to bring the top dot one space closer so I can grab it. Actually, wait, I need a 2 space closer. Spaces. I know English. You put S's on the ends of words to pluralize them. Okay, but then if I push that all the way, well, then I push this back. And I should have gotten onto the thing in such a way that I would be able to back out. No. That didn't help at all. I don't think there's any shape I can make coming up here that lets me back out after grabbing that one. Interesting that you grow from the head, though. What if I grab it like that? Then the tail grew, which doesn't really help. Maybe I pushed the ball the wrong way. Maybe what we're meant to do... Wait, if I've ever grabbed a ball, I can't use the left side anymore, as far as I can tell. Because of how much we straighten out if I back out. Okay, and then I just miscounted spaces. I should have looked at the grid. Yeah, earlier... when I was looking at it like this, I counted 1 space to my left, and then a 2nd space on the corner, and then a 3rd space that isn't a space at all between the spaces going downward, and then the bottom left corner, and then the end. But yeah, I just counted spaces that didn't exist earlier when I said I would need 5. I kind of figured once I saw that it was totally impossible to get things pushed down, that all I did need to do was grab the balls, but I hadn't quite connected why until the end of the puzzle. Alright, well, let's do some more. We're a little guy. I can fall in there, but we need the other thing pushed to the left here first. I don't seem to have very many resources. Yeah, how would I ever get this to the left? Oh. I remembered seeing an achievement. Tumblr was the achievement name, and it was for rolling a worm. And I was like, I wonder if this is where you do it. It was a hidden achievement. I just kind of looked at the hidden achievements. Wait, how do I keep going, though? 'Cause I can't get across there. Was I just supposed to stay latched on? Huh. Well, now what? I don't think there was a way to have it down one more and then grab onto it. Because it needs to be pushed up against something to be able to grab it. Seems like I need to get past that green block and then do something. But what? I mean, pushing it up would be neat. I don't see how I would do that, but it would be neat if I could. And then I'd need to be on the right side again somehow. Oh, yeah, of course. Now it's a length of 4, so it doesn't fall in, because I let go of it by 1 space. Alright. Cool kind of tutorial puzzle by just really limiting what you could do to make you stumble into the correct thing. Alright. So we got 2 dots. We got... I need to grab onto a thing to roll it upwards. One fewer space, actually. Don't see any reason I wouldn't just grab these. Helps me maneuver stuff. Oh, I didn't want that to fall in. I see why I wouldn't just grab the dots. Grabbing one of them should be fine. Oh, don't do that. I need to put a dot here so this won't fall in when I try to brace against it to grab the thing for rolling. There we are. Oh. I couldn't keep rolling it because my tail wasn't straight. Okay, now I can easily grab the dot. Solve the puzzle. Alright, what do we got? Considering what I know about rolling... Yeah, we can flip this over. But then we fall in if we go farther. That doesn't help. What am I actually trying to do? Yeah, I want to flip it up so that it actually reaches that platform. And then I can push it. Then it falls in. It's like I still needed to be attached. But still move it right somehow. Is coming over here help? Oops. What about moving a different tile onto that island? The only thing I can brace it against to get attached is the fence. If I attach straighter than that, I can't keep rolling still, because it's not just my tail preventing it from rolling, but the object itself can't be flipped over again from this position. What if I push it down now? Well, I would die immediately. I don't have a length of 4. Up doesn't seem like it helps very much. I already played around with that. If I could push it down, would that even help? Not really. Seems like in order to go around, I need some part of it on that top bit. Maybe the part I need, though, is the 3 length rather than the 2 length? Maybe I meant to, like, move this up 1, and then flip it downward, and then push it up without getting my tail in the way. Do a little dance. Oh, wait. I have it where I want it. Yeah, this does seem to have gone much better with it that way, but now how do I get it flipped back over so that it actually goes in the hole? It needs flipped away. I'm not even sure I can flip it. Also, with it on this side of the fence, I don't think I can get onto the object again. Because there's nothing to push it against. Still, we started exploring some new ideas related to, flipping it and then moving it and then flipping it some more. Right. That still is death. What if I can actually flip it that way if I get farther onto the object. Right, this'll work. I just need to go back to the other side. So I spent way more effort than I needed to on the previous incorrect solution. Because I was just supposed to do more flipping rather than a bunch of pushing in a tight space. Fair enough. Huh. Achievement locked. This is your captain speaking. Pilot a vessel. Oh. Achievement locked. After you, help others return home. I don't have enough teas. Maybe that's all I need to do for now? And maybe we come back with one more T-shaped thing? Although, wait, oh. Wait, 2 of these rooms are marked with an elevator. That doesn't open. Maybe it doesn't open because of the orientation of the ship? What if I just straighten out this way? Oh. The blue thing is, in fact, the other part of the ship. And since I've no longer lined up the doors, I can't even fast travel back up. Well, I can fast travel back over here at least. So what do I want to do? Does lining up the other door help in some way? I can't imagine how. We're still just arriving back at the same place in here. Then why couldn't I go farther here? It's just that I needed more glyphs. Can I, like, discover more of the blue ship if I pull this up alongside it, maybe? Oh. I cannot single step undo. I tried hitting B and it just got me out of the console. B is also not the throw hoop button. Oh wait, X is the undo button. Okay, so I took the head too far. Oh. We have discovered more of the ship. Alright, so we've undone returning them home. 2 puzzles here. And a downward exit to the elbow part with even more puzzles. Then if I were to head up here, will this be another command room that uses the H glyphs? Sideways H, but still. Something off to the right. Fast travel. Oh. I can jump between command rooms now. Okay. Occurs to me, wormholes is a pun. We're sending spaceships into wormholes, but also, as I had already realized, we're throwing hoops in holes to remote control worms. Okay, so it seems like the main thing of this puzzle is needing to flip this into shape. I can't flip it, like, over the black there. They've given us... Oops. Yeah, X was always the undo button. Why did I think it was not X? I can't get this back down. I just kind of flipped it up here because that seemed like it was the first move. And then once I do, I'm actually kind of stuck into needing to do this. And then it's stuck. Okay, so what else might I do first? I mean, I have two different blocks I can brace it against. And they are aligned with the grid. It's not like this one had a height of 2 and I just didn't use the bottom space. Yeah, I can't flip it over at all using that one. Maybe if I push this here, though? Oh, I got myself stuck. What about bracing like this? Can't really... Yeah. There's not space to flip it over. Say I did get it to a good orientation, though. How would I even get it to the end? I feel like I need to be flipping it, like, around these black cubes rather than trying to push it. Which I guess means starting from the correct orientation, if you could flip it over the first cube and then flip it over the second cube, it would be correct again. How would I ever start flipping it around cubes, though? It would have to, like, already be around the first cube, and then I could grab whatever part of it I wanted because it would be around the cube and unpushable. So maybe the first step is getting it around this first cube? Yeah, that still doesn't work. Uh-huh. Attempting the things I've done before, it does not work. Good that we've realized this and do not need to realize it some more. But then I can't get back on the thing. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it here. We're probably on half an hour, even if I did cut out some of that first puzzle. So I wonder if it's easier to solve like this one first, on account of it's closer to the start of the ship. Oh, I can't actually move the fast travel thing, or I can't select rooms to the left here, because this door here is not open. The ships at least need to be configured in a way that lets me select a room, or would let me walk to the room without further reconfiguring before it'll let me select it. But anyway, I was ending the video. See ya.